problem.
Those are the units on the front where you can actually set the temperature as it's going down the track.
I've got a couple more legislators that wanted to. Oh, there they are.
Bring them. You can actually.
We enlarged it in 2006 when we built the tracks up to cold storage, their new building, which helped. So we started shipping in April with cold storage, so it's Chicago in 50 hours or so.
And what have you been shipping?
Well, Steve can answer that. It's been apples and potatoes and
Steve?
Sure,
Steve,
yeah.
Hi, Steve Lawson with Cold Train. Nice to meet you. We're based out of Kansas, but
I couldn't tell.
now we've now transplanted ourselves to Washington. We actually are the guys who built the refrigerated boxcars about 5 years ago. The Sky Blue boxcars. The state of Washington has some on lease. We invested here recently about $5 million in the containers that you see to ship exclusively from the Port of Quincy into Chicago. Produce. We're shipping potatoes. We're shipping apples. We shipped our first load of cherries on Thursday.
So that's the only fresh product so far?
No, we have also shipped fresh apples, fresh potatoes, fresh cherries, ship some beans.
Beans in Michigan.
And weekly we ship frozen vegetables from Colstor into Chicago as well. So we've done both fresh and frozen, but the variety's been predominantly fresh so far.
Good, excellent. How much, say? Can you give me an example how much you come up?
We have a capacity right now to ship about 200 a month. Yeah, about 200 loads a month, but we have big plans to increase our fleet size by about 5 times what you see now. Continue to make an investment as the volume picks up. We are interested in investing maybe up to $30 million into this equipment from this area in Chicago.
Great. How much does one container cost?
$50,000. And that single container we can track from anywhere where it's at, anywhere it is.
GPS?
It's all satellite based. So even if I'm driving down the road, I can log into my computer, I can change the temperature, I can start the unit, I can stop the unit, I can find the unit. I can change the operating parameters, change the discharge air and the return air. Basically everything that I can do from the unit, I can do from my computer remotely.
Well,
That's your marriage. That's your marriage. Yeah, there you go. High-tech egg. I love it.
And there might be a good chance that it goes right through one of these centers. And
Exactly.
Russ, why don't you talk about the big investment that Colstor made here with their facility? Governor, I'm Russ Lytle.
Nice to see you.
We're what a good partnership between government and private business is all about. Part of the curb grants that we've got here help put in the rail tracks that you can see go out behind our building over there for our rail dock, which is refrigerated, and it's also a transload dock that we can use for transloading these products as they go to the East Coast and come back from Chicago for export. You can see our containers lined up over there. We ship probably 40 containers a day of products that are mostly produced by Lamb Lexicon Agri here in Quincy. And they bring, well, we're actually a consolidation center, so they bring in from all over the basin to export here. We consolidate, so we ship multiple SKUs in these containers going on, along with all the other big chain business to China. About 450 million pounds a year through that facility, and about billions to that one over there. That's our flagship facility. That's where Columbia Colstor started here in Quincy in 1984. Just in this region alone, with fresh and frozen products that are grown here, there's over 200 containers a day leave here. So the plan was one time to be able to take them over by rail, but just never, logistics of it never worked out quite right.
We've got to get to it. We're not
Well,
getting
now with slow
give up.
steaming and all the things that go on with container shortages now, you know, that's been the big issue, is trying to get containers. So storing export containers here is not working out quite because we're not a large enough supply.
No, we're having trouble.
Right. Everybody's wanting them to go into LA because there's more demand down there for the refrigerated containers, so that's where they're ending up. Then they have to transport them up here for our use. So.
And I was telling, I think Tim and Phyllis, we're not importing it out right now.
Right.
So it's the reverse of our former problem where they come in full and go out empty. Now they don't want to bring them in empty and go out full.
We're losing sales, market share, that sort of stuff is happening. we could export more. You know,
Yes,
the president wants
absolutely.
us to export more. We've got more to export. We just can't get the equipment to do it right now.
The president's person in charge of the export initiative is going to testify before the legislature tomorrow. Her name is Gregoire.
I wonder who that is. We've got somebody here from Oneonta Trading Company, Scott. He's director of marketing. He's been using the service. He's out of Wenatchee.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
Scott, why don't you tell the government how this is working for you?
Well, one of our facilities is located just down the road from where you were today, and we're one of the larger apple, pear, cherry exporters and shippers in Washington. In fact, we won your Governor's Export Award a few years ago from the World Trade Center, so
Yeah.
we're really quite proud of that.
Yeah.
But what we've been able to do with the cold train has been, it's really helping us immensely. It's allowing us to get more product to the East Coast in a quicker time. It arrives better. The carbon footprint, for instance, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're slowly seeing it with Steve's help. It's growing immensely with the customer base. Getting a better product to the consumer in a timely manner. It's really helping us spread the word and get the fruit out that we need to go. And we're slowly helping them try to get back the other way too. There's opportunities to bring other things back for us to get into the ports. To get into Everett, to get into Seattle, and try to get things on the water too.
How much are we getting that comes back?
It's not as much as we like. It's very limited because it's growing in package shipping here. We all know that agricultural commodities for the state, domestically as well as export, it's a vital part of our economy. We're starting to see a little bit more stuff come in, but we don't see it directly, and we're trying to get some stuff to go out. We're also
Tell me, what kind of things are coming west?
well, you're getting more.
Probably more meat than
Yeah,
anything.
frozen
Poultry.
chicken, pork, poultry, that kind of stuff. They're bringing a lot of that stuff. in.
Okay.
And we're seeing this too as an advantage for us, not even going to the Pacific Rim countries. We're trying to get it to where we can go all the way to the East Coast because Europe markets are growing substantially for us, and we can get this commodity to the East Coast. It's saving us money with our apples and pears, especially to go to other parts of the world. So it's been a real good thing for the industry over here, and especially for this area because everything you heard today that we're all this data farm, but if you look around, there's a lot of stuff in the ground. So we're real farmers too.
We're trying to get it in.
Us food guys are here.